Welcome. You know, it was the most encouraging talk I've had with Hope in weeks.
Oh, that's good. Well, I think that you two will draw closer now that the baby's coming, and afterwards you'll draw closer still.
I hope so. I am feeling a little more optimistic now that I've seen her. Bert, there's something that I want to tell you. I cleared it up with Hope first just a few minutes ago, and, well, it was just something I hope you'll understand.
Well, what is it?
When we spoke earlier, I told you that I was at the club. That was not true. I worked late with Diane last night, and I slept over on her instead of going back to the club. I just wasn't sure if you...
Alan, you don't have to say anything further. I do understand. But I'm very glad that you told Hope about it, because that way she won't find out about it from somebody else sometime and think all sorts of things.
Thank you. Maybe I'm still able to learn a few things after all.
Well, I'm glad you're going, Barbara.
Well, I've never been the kind of person that would run away from things. But there isn't any more that I'll be able to do for Andrew. I mean, not after today.
Barbara, try to remember that it's not the end for Andy. Hopefully now he'll be able to get professional help he needs to straighten out his thinking, and then he'll be able to lead a constructive, productive life when he's released.
I keep holding on to that thought. I really do. It's just that he's my youngest child. And he's so frightened of prison.
Well, I'm happy to know they're going to keep you here until the baby is born so they can keep an eye on you.
I had so many things I wanted to get done before the baby was born, and now it's all going to have to wait. Do you know how the fourth floor is coming along?
Yeah, from what I hear, it should be ready in a day or two. Maybe tomorrow, I think.
Really?
Yeah. Well, yeah, Vanessa was out of town for a couple of days. She promised Ed that it'd be ready by the time she got back. You should be very proud of the way the rest of the hospital looks.
I think I am. You know, I've been thinking that when I get the baby home, I'm going to have to make a lot of major decisions about the future of my life.
I guess you're talking about your marriage.
Yes, I am. Dad, if I do decide to try and give my marriage another chance, do you think you could try and get along with Alan?
Well, honey, I think I've always tried to be fair. And if Alan makes an effort to change and to be a good husband and a good father, I would certainly try to meet him halfway.
It's more than I could ask for, Dad. Now, I want you to know Alan told me the truth about last night at Diane's. And he also admitted to me that he did lie to you and Grandma because he thought you would misunderstand. Dad, he really seems to be making an effort, and I can't ignore that. I've got to give him credit for it.
Look, Nola, I really hate to rush you, but I have to be leaving soon, so was there something specific that you wanted to talk about?
Well, yeah, I wanted to thank you for saying hello to me last night. Huh? And second, I want to, ask you if I need any legal advice, if you could help.
Absolutely. I'm always glad to take on a new...
Pay you all a lot because I got to still pay back the loan from the credit union, but, I can make it up to you.
No, it's all right. A lot of my clients can't afford fancy legal fees, so what I do is I adjust mine to their income. But let's just hope that you won't need any help, okay?
Yeah, well, I will. I know that. Now, can you keep a secret?
Absolutely. It's part of the ethics, just like doctors.
Well, I guess might as well just come out and say it. I'm pregnant.
The Guiding Light. This portion is presented by Cascade, the dishwasher detergent that leaves dishes and glasses virtually spotless. And by Jif. Choosy mothers choose Jif.
Barbara? Yes? Alan and I are going down to the cafeteria. Would you like to come with us? Oh, I think I'll wait up here for you. Thank you very much. Okay, dear. Bye. Bye. Everybody's been so kind and considerate.
Barbara, I've just finished a session with Sarah, and we were talking about some of the things that I may have to testify to in court this afternoon. And I think it's very possible that these things might be very painful for you to hear, so I think it would be better if you ask to be excused after you make your statement to the judge.
Now, I had dinner with Katie the other night, and she was telling me all the details of her relationship with Andrew. So many things, including Andrew's taking keys out of her purse from time to time. I don't think I could have ever hear anything that was harder to listen to than that.
I am talking about some very deeply personal things that have to do with my marriage to Andy. Now, Derek said that the judge may not go into them. On the other hand, he may. And I would prefer it if you didn't have to hear them.
Well, I'll ask Derek if I could be excused when you get up to make your statement. Strange, isn't it? That I can know my son all his life, and I never saw this side of him.
Well, I think it was a side that he kept hidden from the world, and especially from those that he was closest to. Barbara, I know it may be difficult to manage things right now, but if I am awarded the copper lantern as part of my settlement, and Vanessa and I do take it over, I hope that someday soon you'll be able to come back there and take your rightful place in the business. It's always going to be there for you.
Thank you, Trish. I just can't think about something like that just now. Yeah, I just have to take it one day at a time.
I know. So am I.
Oh, Diane, Alan called again a few minutes ago, and it appears that Hope is out of danger now.
Oh, good. Good, I'm so relieved. Oh, listen, I'm really sorry to be so late, but I was investigating a rather chancy personal investment. On the way over here, I decided that I would put my money in a safer place and hope for the same result. Oh, listen, I left a message for Joe Bradley to call me. Did he get back to me?
Joe, no, there's no message to that effect. I certainly didn't. Listen, Diane, you know, I've become something of a specialist in investment since I've been working for Amanda. And I'd be willing to give you some advice, which would be on the house, of course, if you want me to.
Oh, well, thank you very much, Ross. There really wasn't time with this particular thing for advice, unfortunately. Although, you know, you could help me with something. Have you heard of a company called the Springfield Investment Company?
No, I haven't. Why do you ask?
Oh, someone mentioned it to me. I called information for a listing, but they're not listed.
Well, I'll look into it for you if you'd like.
Oh, no, don't bother. I have somebody working on it for me. I better get to my office and check my messages. Oh, hi, Diane. I'll see you later. Excuse me. Thank you.
What's wrong? What's bothering you?
I was sorry, I was just thinking about some business problems.
Do you know that I like your face a lot better when it's smiling than when it's frowning?
I'll remember that. Anyway, I think I have thought of a way out of my problem. It may cost me some temporary loss of esteem in certain circles, but I'd rather pay that price now than a costlier one down the road.
Well, good. I like that way of thinking. I heard a rumor you wanted to see me.
Oh, yeah. Jackie called, and she was asking if you and I were free for dinner tonight. What do you say?
Oh, I'd love to go. But you know, Ross, I have to be up at the crack of dawn to catch that plane to go to New York.
No. She promised us an early evening. Yeah, Jackie needs her rest now, too, you know.
Oh. Well, in that case, okay, fine. I'd love to go.
This may be our last chance to see Jackie before the new baby is born.
Ross, I'm leaving for New York. Why is it your last chance?
I don't know. Why I said that?
I believe you do know why you said that. What is going on in that devious little mind of yours?
Devious. Nothing at all is going on in my little mind. Nothing.
Rossmeyer, I have not known you very long, but there's one thing I know, and that's your emotions all over your face.
No, wait a minute. You're the one who should have been a lawyer, maybe a private investigator. That's what you call him.
Okay, so we'll pretend that I am, and now you'll tell me everything that's going on, right?
Nothing is going on, I promise you.
Well, for a minute, I thought I had the wrong officers in this much hilarity here.
Vanessa, what are you doing back? I didn't expect you here.
Yes, I had to cut my trip short at the last moment. Have either of you seen Daddy?
No, I haven't seen him yet today. No, sorry.
Neither have I. Well, I have to get to the hospital and see Ed, but would you please tell Daddy that I need to see him immediately?
Yes, I'll give him that.
Thank you. Immediately.
Immediately. From the look on her face, I think Daddy is in big trouble. You know, I have always thought that a grown woman calling her father Daddy was a bit odd, but for some reason it struck me as very funny this time.
Well, I thought I'd stop by instead of returning your call since I was just around the corner.
Well, good, because I wanted to remind you to move on finding out everything you can about the Springfield Investment Company.
You don't have to remind me about that because I'm already working on it. Yeah, I just can't get over those letters that you showed me of Henry's. Because...
Will you please be quiet? Don't breathe a word of that. That is my own little secret until I decide to drop that bombshell on Henry myself.
Hello, Diane.
Vanessa.
Good morning, Vanessa. You know, if I didn't know better, I'd say that Vanessa already knows Daddy's little secret. Well, when Floyd and your brother Tony stopped by on their way out, I really had difficulty concealing my feelings about how it just went.
Oh, Derek, then, imagine how I must feel having to face Floyd every day.
It must be very difficult.
Oh, boy. Well, that's why I have to start looking for another job, but I can't quit here until I pay off that loan from the credit union. So that's why I was wondering if you could, keep your eyes and ears open and look for another job that I could do.
Oh, I sure will. And I want you to know I admire your courage for going off on your own like this. I mean, there are a lot of young women who...
Oh, Derek, I could never have an abortion. I mean, I was really in love with Floyd when the baby was conceived. It's just, well, everything's changed now, and I just realized that it was wrong to marry him.
Now, look, I know that you'd rather not have people knowing the whole story, but if they knew your position, it might make it a lot easier.
Look, Derek, I know people around here, including Hillary, very selfish and last-minute decision. It's just, well, I'd rather have them think that about me than run Floyd into the ground. I just realized that I would make Floyd very unhappy, But it's really, really, really nice to know that I have a friend like you to turn to from time to time once the baby's born.
You can count on it, Nola.
Thank you so much, Mike. I just couldn't go into this upstairs in pediatrics in front of... now, this is a situation. I was in Chicago this morning, and the DA's office here calls me and tells me I have to fly back here and give a statement in that awful Andy Norris case. Well, of course, I pretended I didn't know anything about it. And then they threatened to subpoena me. They said that it's just a matter of record that I was one of Andy's blackmail victims.
Yeah, well, that was a matter of record ever since we got Joe Bradley, and he established he was working for you.
Oh, well, Mike, I can't risk having that kind of information become public knowledge.
You don't have to worry about that. The judge will see you privately in his chambers, and it won't matter of the court record insofar as the information that Andy was using against you.
Well, I'm still very nervous about it, you see, because, well, for instance, people like Ed don't know that I was one of Andy's blackmail victims, and... Oh, there's no point pretending with you. You know all about my suicide attempt.
Yeah, you don't have to pretend with me. But I certainly won't say anything to Ed, but I will tell you that he's planning to go down there today. And it's possible that Andy may take some delight in telling him himself.
Oh, you've got to stop him. You must stop him.
Well, I can't do that. I mean, he doesn't take orders. I wish I could. I don't want to see...
Hello, Vanessa. Welcome back.
Hello.
I was so surprised to see you standing there when I came out of Hope's room, and then even more surprised when after I finished talking to her doctor, I turned around and you'd gone. What brings you back from Chicago?